You've asked for my help. I'm here. How cool
I
is that?
know. This is wonderful.
Hi and welcome. We are going to talk about the breakout rooms in Zoom. Step by step how to set these up, but also a little bit of the information as to why. It's important to use interactive and engaging options when you're running an online workshop or meeting. Hi, my name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services. And today we have with us the visual learner, the active learner, and the camera shy person. I am currently using multiple computers at my house so that I can arrange this without actually having a whole bunch of people come on to this Zoom meeting so that I can do a screen recording of a step-by-step instructional video. Let's look at the bottom here with our different options here in Zoom. You have unmute, mute. You can change your background, choose a virtual background here. I'll link that video step-by-step guide here as well. And you have the option of admitting your participants when you set up a waiting room. And that's part of the security features and settings you do ahead of time. I'll link other videos in the description. And you have the option of setting up polls ahead of time. That will be a different video. If you click the chat box, that brings that up on the side so that if anyone is sending you messages that they can't hear, you can take a look there. There's share screen when we're running through a presentation. I am recording this through a screen recording and the actual Zoom recording. There's some reactions and interactions here as well. So there's a variety of ways you can interact. Those are other videos. So this video is about these breakout rooms. And when you have that ticked off in the settings, and go to profile settings here in Zoom. Here we go, breakout rooms. You have to set up in your settings to click this on, and this being the blue color means it's on. When I click that, it will tell me how many participants for the number that I have joining me. So when there's 56 people, it will tell me if I up this number, how many people that means will go into the breakout rooms. Here, so when there's 3 participants, so it's not including me as the host. And if I want to have 3 breakout rooms, of course, that puts 1 person per room. When you have more people, this works better. Now you can ahead of time here set up manually when you want to divide people up. Perhaps they have taken our learning personality quiz. So it really just informs people of what lights them up in the learning experience. I'll link that below as well. And it's a free opportunity to access resources and find out more about what lights you up in learning experiences, and also the variety of learners in your audience and how you can interact and engage with them as well. So you might want to mix people up depending on what types of groups they're coming from, and you could set that up manually ahead of time. What's great is that you can do it automatically, nothing set up ahead of time, just with the group that shows up. So if I have automatic 3 rooms, I'm going to create the rooms here. It's putting 1 person in each room, and it is showing you what is the name of the person. I have here an active learner, a visual learner, and the camera shy person. So when I open up all rooms, we'll do that in a moment, I can also move people around. Move all participants into breakout rooms automatically is an option, or I can allow participants to return to the main session at any time. So I can check that off if I wanted to. Breakout rooms, when you have a cat walking through, because that camera's on the floor. So what I was saying here with options, there's breakout rooms close automatically after 30 minutes. You can set up a time limit. That could be 10 minutes, whatever you want to make here. And if you click that, then you're able to change that. So, and notify me when the time is up, then you would have that option too. So that's a great added option. I'm not going to click that right now. Countdown after closing breakout room. So when I decide to shut down the breakout rooms, I may have told everyone, okay, you have 10 minutes, we're going to discuss this question, and then I'm going to bring you back. What I will do is when I'm closing the breakout room is I will send them a message, and I'll show you about that as well. But I can set up ahead of time here too that I want to give them a 1-minute warning, or maybe I want to give them 2-minute warning. So that will work out as well. But for our purposes today, we'll do the 10 seconds. I'm going to open all rooms. And what we should see here on the screen is that because I clicked off that people join the rooms automatically, they will bounce out of our group shot here. And then I'm left all by myself. What's really cool is that I can join any of the rooms and then I can leave or I can move people. If you have a lot of people and you see that one person's by themselves because other people didn't join their rooms for whatever reason, you can move them to another room. So if I want to move the camera shy person to room 1, they are moved over. And because again, I clicked off move automatically, I'm not waiting for them to figure out the controls. I've moved that person over. And I can send a message here, sent 2-minute warning to the group, but it shows very quickly.
So what you're seeing here is the example on a computer and then on someone's phone, because you can use Zoom through your phone. So the messages are fairly quick, giving you the breakdown of how many seconds before you close the room, or you can click here.
And then when I close the rooms, because I set up for 10 seconds, it will close down very quickly. If I set up for 2 minutes, in those initial settings at the beginning, when I close all the rooms, it will give 2 minutes. So it's giving you a great chance that you can set up ahead of time and not have to keep an eye on the clock of how long they're in the rooms, explain that ahead of time. Communication is really important online, especially if people are distracted. So you might want to have some of these instructions in a PowerPoint slide before you do this step so that you're able to explain to everyone. I'm going to shut off my background because the backgrounds will pull some of your Wi-Fi ability. So be aware of that. So I'm going to close all the rooms. Everyone's going to come back. I'm going to re-show you some of this, but we will start seeing people come back into the main room right away. And because we set that up automatically, they are coming back in. And this is where, again, we can recreate. We can relook at the options here. We can add a room, and we can rename a room here as well. So I'm going to rename that learning types room. And here I want people to be talking about engaging online. And these are types of workshops that I offer as well. And Zoom tips as well, their experiences. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to recreate, move them around, and open all rooms, and everyone will go back into their rooms. They've been invited to join, but again, we set it up to be automatically. So if people aren't sure how to do that, and again, I can join any of the rooms. So I'm going to join breakout room 2. Yes, I am. Okay, now I'm not muted. And because I'm the host, I'm going to pop into the other room here for the active learner and demonstrate sending a message. And that should pop up here for the host. Okay.
You could see the bottom here for one of the participants in their breakout room.
But what's great is in their breakout room, they can send a message to me to tell me that they're having a problem. The host has been invited. But Zoom doesn't necessarily record each breakout room. They might pick me up as I bounce to different rooms, but that's something that you can test out. I can leave the breakout rooms right now and return to the main session for myself, and that's just, see, when I bounced back, I had to again make sure that I unmuted myself. Breakout rooms, I could send a message, time to join large group, broadcast. I'm going to close all rooms. Okay, everyone is coming back. There's one more to come back. There we go. We're all back. Also, stop video on this person. So if someone is moving around a lot on their end and they're distracting, you can turn off the video as well. It's good to communicate all of these expectations up front so no one feels that you're being rude, that it's really a supportive environment for everybody for their learning. So now, again, we'll just recap that you have these different settings, and when you click some of them, you can click other settings here. So we have the move all participants automatically, or we can allow them to return anytime. Breakout rooms close automatically. You could set up 15 minutes here. Notify me when time is up. Countdown after closing breakout rooms. Normally I would give a minute or two. And then you can recreate. You can put them all in the same room. And you can add a room. So right now they're all going to be bouncing to the same room right away when I open all rooms. And I can add a message. So I can only add another room before I have opened up all the rooms. So now I'm going to close all the rooms. I'm in the main session. Now, as you can see, it's gone back to a full screen. Where is everyone? Well, if I want to manage participants, I can click that. Unmute myself. Okay, so this is something to keep in mind. When you've muted everyone and you've bounced to a room and you've bounced back, it can automatically mute you. So you can be talking and no one can hear you. So definitely pay attention to your mic here as well. The chat box. And I can also open up again the breakout rooms here at the bottom so that I can see what's happening. So it's good at the beginning to run through that everyone knows their navigation and their menu of options here and how to use them. And what the speaker view up here, when I click it, it gives me the gallery view. So now I see everybody here at the top. So that is a little bit of a run through about the breakout rooms so that you understand all the options, how to create them, how to rename, move people, join a room, delete a room, assign someone to that room. You can, move to the breakout room, exchange with somebody else, move to breakout room 1. Gives you all those options. Assign to all participants who have been assigned to breakout rooms. So if someone new, if somebody new joined the meeting later, you could then assign them. They might be just hanging out here in the waiting room. You're letting them into the main room, and then you assign them to a room. So this gives you a lot of options to use the breakout rooms to create other learning spaces and break up the just having one presenter, that they can engage each other, talk. It really adds value to your learners.
Another aspect to keep in mind that I will show you in a future video is that when someone joins your meeting separately from their video and their phone, they need to be merged together. Otherwise, they'll end up in two different breakout rooms. So there is a lot to know about Zoom for settings, for the versatility of how to use it for an online meeting or online learning event and workshop. And if you're interested in more training, whether it's one-on-one or joining an upcoming group training session where I'm going to run through more of these options where you can get direct trainings in addition to these videos that are part of our YouTube channel. Thanks for checking this out, whether you're listening to it via podcast, you're checking out the added step-by-step visually in our blog, or if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what types of videos would be helpful to you, especially in this online learning environment or a hybrid type situation in the future, so that you and your organization or business is well equipped for all the options of setting up engaging opportunities, meetings, and learning events that really reach and light up the experience for your participants, whether they're clients or customers or your team members and employees. Thanks again for watching. My name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services. On Tuesdays, we give you another video, and every once in a while, we add some bonuses in there too. If you're interested in our other resources, like that quiz I mentioned, or joining our email list so that you're in the know of additional resources, those links are below. Thanks again, and until next time, I hope you have a light bulb learning moment. Hi and welcome. Oh, this is going to be fun to edit after.